What's up, everybody? This is Jay Karchi coming to you from IGN with another Dota commentary video. Today we are looking at Medusa. Now, she's a brand new hero that's being ported into the game from Dota 1. It's very interesting. She is famous for being a super late game carry that can do a ton of damage to a lot of targets at once. And we are, of course, playing a bot game like we always do to try out these new heroes. And the game's going okay. I think I started out, I just got a kill, so I'm 1-1-1 right now. I went safe lane, bottom lane with Medusa, because she needs the farm. She needs a lot of last hits, she needs a lot of levels. She is your carry. You want to, if you're supporting her, if you're on Medusa's team, you want to help her get as much farm as possible, so you guys can have a good game and do good later. So, safe lane is bottom lane on Radiant, and it's top lane on Dire. Like I said, we're playing against bots, so it's not that important of a game. But hopefully you'll get a feel of her starting items and how she plays, and maybe some skill builds that you can use. So, I started out at level 1 with stats, and I picked up a Ring of Protection that I could build into this Ring of Basilius. I got a lot of levels of stats early while I maxed out Mystic Snake, and what that does is I cast it. Wait till this next creep wave and I'll show you guys. You cast Mystic Snake, and it's kind of like Chain Lightning. It bounces around a certain number of times. At max level, it bounces around 6 times. And it does, the cool thing is it does more damage per bounce. So you kind of want to start to creep on creeps and hope it bounces. Try to time it so it bounces on heroes. And then what it does is if that unit has mana, it will take that mana and bring it back to you. So that's cool. I also put a point or two into Split Shot and Mana Shield, maybe a little earlier than I would normally, just to show you, just to check out, see how the skill worked. Split Shot lets you fire 5 arrows instead of 1, but you do reduced damage based on the level of the skill. Max level you do 80% damage. Really awesome late game, not so awesome early game. It's pretty underwhelming. At level 1 it does 50% damage, so it's not that fantastic. You can see me using that right now. But the cool thing is you can toggle it on and off instantly. And sorry about that, we're in the IGN offices. People are talking loud. So, we started out with a Ring of Basilius. My first core item that I want to build, my first big item is Lincoln Sphere. I went for Phase Boots for the extra last hitting damage, but you could go for something else if you want. You can go for Power Treads. But I got my Ultimate Orb, so I could build it into a Lincoln Sphere. Oh, we're getting ganked, Turn on Mana Shield. Oh, I almost got my ultimate off. I did get Mana Shield off though, so that's cool. Oh, I got my Mana Shield off, but they took, since they hit me so much, I did not have mana for my ultimate. But we did survive. So Mana Shield is, oh. Mana Shield is awesome as a counter ganking measure, so that was pretty cool. So that's what Medusa wants to do. She wants to farm as much as possible, stay alive in the lane, so then late game she can have a ton of items and she can just, you know, like 3-shot their whole team or something awesome like that. So as with any Dota commentary anybody does, these items, these builds, these skills, these lanes, these are all just suggested starting places for you. Everything always depends. There's no hard and fast build for any hero. Nobody can ever say this is the best item for this hero, because it all depends who you're playing against, how your lanes are going. You know, it always depends. So right now we are, let's see, I'm close to getting my Lincoln Sphere. I might even buy the recipe for that back at town. And she's just going to keep on last hitting. You might look at the rest of the heroes on your team and say, oh, you guys are engaging in a team fight. I turned on Mana Shield right there. Ideally, you want to have some wards over here on the map so you can see if you're being attemptedly ganked, but my bots right now don't want to buy wards for me, so that's fine. But I'm just last hitting, last hitting, last hitting. Ideally, I'm just racking up the gold. Late game, Medusa just wants, with turning Mana Shield on, having Lincolns, and maybe having a lot of stats, ideally you can just tank everything and do a ton of damage to everybody with your split shot. But you don't really use split shot till it's really maxed, till it's really high level. We're gonna take the courier and send it to go get my OGs. I need to pay more attention to my character. See, right there before they were gonna gank me, I used my ultimate, which is called Stone Gaze. It makes a terrible noise that nobody's gonna. Oh, I just accidentally ran backwards. But phase boots through those guys. That's a terrifying noise she makes. And what Stone Gaze does is it purges everybody's status buffs that's looking at her, and it slows them down, and it slows their attack speed down. Somebody just got killed. Were they chasing me? I don't even know. So, with phase boots and with Mana Shield and Stone Gaze, I managed to barely survive that. Look at Lena here. She's really wants to try. I barely survived that gank. That's what the bread and butter of Medusa early game is. Oops. I don't have my hotkey set up right. I said stun now. That's what Medusa does. She survives, until she has that butterfly and divine rapier and all those crazy items. She's probably the most infamous just sit and farm heroes ever. Which is why she's fun sometimes. But some people think she might be boring. So if you're playing against a Medusa, just gank her as much as possible. Interrupt that farm. Don't let her get super fat late game. So this is Medusa. She's a brand new hero. Should be fun to try out once she's live in the client. Her ultimate can be great ganking or counter ganking tool. Probably want to save it for counter ganking early on since the cooldown is so low. Use Mystic Snake a lot in the lane. Get last hits. Get tons of farm for last game or for late game. And that's pretty much it. That's Medusa for you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to be doing some more of them. Oh, team fight. We're going to be doing some more of them with a lot of the newer heroes. So if there's a hero you want to see, like, let us know in the comments. Give me a shout out on Twitter. You can find me at JKARTJE. Once again, my name is Jay Karchi, and there's been a Dota 2 Spotlight video. Keep it locked to IGN for some more Dota coverage. Thanks.